Hello YouTube friends on this June the 19th. So I can't remember how long it's been since I did my other video a few days ago. I thought I would just do a super short update on how my garden is doing. I'm just going to step around this stuff here. And yeah, things are kind of growing a little bit slow right now because here in southwestern Ontario we have about 25% farmers are saying of their crops that they've actually been able to plant so far, so we're just super behind on what's been put into the ground. And that's kind of going on in the United States as well, whether it's either going to be a drought, like it's kind of a line that goes right down the middle of the United States where there's going to be either flooding or too much heat and the crops are not going to be able to grow. So I think walk softly upon the earth to me means if you have the land to do it, I think growing our own food and becoming self-sustainable is really a good idea, because we are really having some crazy weather this last decade particularly. So growing your own food and sharing it with other people who might be in the city. I know that I have my daughter on my agenda to bring a few things too. It's just a great way of sharing. So, and I'm getting yelled at by a cat. Oh, there he is over there. There's Dashy. Anyway, so over here I have some perennial lettuce that's coming in. I planted this cilantro yesterday, and I'm hoping it's kind of going to expand. But yeah, I wasn't expecting for this lettuce to come back in this year. So that's coming in nicely, but slowly. And the potato towers that I had over here, they were taken down, and now we have some funny little things growing here. I think this might be squash that's growing right out of the ground, because I know that we didn't use all our fall squash from last year, so I just kind of tossed them whole into the compost, and I turned, because there was two bins side by side, so the one that was here I put a lot of compost into, and then we just got a new composter about a month ago, and I emptied this and put it into the composter, so now we have these things growing out of the ground. And then I took the dirt that was underneath the compost part and put it in here. So we also have the same thing. These are my tomato plants. They're supposed to be beefsteaks. We'll see how they come out. And we have the same thing happening here. That's, I don't want to touch anything yet. I just want to see what kind of happens. But yeah, there's tomato plants here. I'm going to have to get cages on them soon. And over here I see one of my eggplants is being attacked. Anybody who has an idea what's happening to me there, I know that aphids is one that's mentioned that likes to eat away at plant leaves. So yeah, there's 4 of those, 4 of the tomatoes, 4 of the eggplant with a funky couple of little things growing in there. This is salad mix that's growing in here, and that's expanding really, really well. And it's interesting because if you look at the supposed weed called the dandelion that Roundup was put out for, here is a dandelion leaf. This is a salad leaf. Now, this is not rocket science. Check out, and you know, and this is well-established root system. So the nutrients in this to rinse it up, toss that in with a salad alongside of these. These are amazing. You can use the leaves, the tips, the roots, or the tips, the flowers, each having their own purpose for health in the human body. So I just find it interesting. These two are growing side by side, and super nutrients right here. So I'll definitely be making a mix there, and a little bit more there. And then over here I've got some Swiss chard. Just going to close in here. Swiss chard's growing here. There's some beans growing in here. They're called the provider beans. They're a heritage breed. Over here I've got 4 cabbages, And, pardon me, I've got 4 leeks growing in behind there. Brussels sprouts here. Back here I've got some Heritage Amish snap peas growing. I bought 1 rosemary bush to put here. And then over here I put 4 green pepper plants, seedlings. And then back here I have some squash. You can see that there's a bit of shade going on back there. So up here I'm planning, oh, there's a bumblebee flying past me. If I don't jump, I'll be happy. This tree, maple, that branch right there needs to be kind of cut off so that we can actually get more sunlight onto our lovely garden. We can't make it too big right now because there's not a lot of space that's open that gets full sun. So that's why it's, you know, kind of small, and a lot of it's right here where there's really no shade throughout the day. Eggplant and tomato are full sun plants, so that's why they're here. And then hopefully we'll get some good stuff going on over there. So that's, it's a small garden, but it's a beginning. I have expanded what I've been growing, and we had our lovely neighbor that was kind enough to rototill this space right here, and just the beautiful black earth that was underneath was amazing. So we'll see how that turns out, and I'll do an update on that maybe sometime mid-July. And I'm also planning to do a video talking about dealing with a child or children with autism, because that is in our home. We had twins with autism, and one of them passed away at the age of 5 years, and one day, 8 years ago, cancer took her away from us. But so we have still 1 child with autism. I thought the cat was at my feet, and he's not. So yes, Cat's been very busy too. He's been, here, let me zoom out there, taking care of our moles, voles, and mice, and anything else that needs to be eradicated. So that's my little garden so far. I don't know if you remember the old victory gardens, how they used to say plant an extra row for victory back during wartime. So I think we should get back to that now. Plant an extra row. Plant a row for your neighbor. Plant a row for someone who's not able to keep a garden this year. Plant a row for your local food bank that very few times can offer fresh fruit and veg. Give that a shot. Anyway, have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.